our life is our story, right? We are playing a character in our own life. Now we have a choice whether we play a starring role, or we play a role of a villain, or we play a role of Nirupa Roy. Yeah. So what is your perspective of the role we play in our own life?
Okay. So I'll answer. Let me kind of reflect on both the things that you said. One, that yes, I have lived various characters. Yes, I have. And the work that I've done in films has not affected me so much.
Okay.
Because films we don't shoot regularly. There are breaks. There's a lot more happening in between. But roles that you play in theatre, can really affect you, because you rehearse for months together. You eat, sleep, drink, wake up, just that particular role, and then you have your run, and then you have your shows. So the character can definitely affect you.
Correct.
And also affect the way people perceive you.
Yeah.
I mean, I really thought that when initially I had done this particular role called Zarina, it's a play called Begum Jaan, and I did that years back. We opened that, the premiere was in 1999, if I'm not mistaken, Sushma.
Wow.
I'll make it. It's a great sharing I'm making here today. That's a phase in my life where I thought everybody thought I was very vulnerable. Probably could be taken on a ride, or emotionally weak, or can be used emotionally. Which was very, very similar to Zarina, the character that I played.
Oh wow! So now coming to the next part of the question.
Yes, the next part I think next part is that I think we play so many different roles, Sushma. So many different roles, and I just don't mean the role as in the relation. I don't say that I play the role of a mother, or I play the role of a sister, or a daughter, or a wife, or a theatre colleague. You play the roles in character. A certain role, the character that I'm playing requires me to be very loving, but yet needs me to be a disciplinarian. It requires me to be very cautious. A certain role that I do requires me to keep people together, to give lots of love, to forgive, to try and understand, to reach out, to be there. Another one makes me want to be more loving, more as a good support. So there are so many characters within you that you explore in your life. In acting, there's a very interesting exercise that we do, which is called emotional memory. So if you're in front of the camera or on the stage, and you need to perform a certain part, your director, the demand is to be able to perform that, connect it with an emotional memory of yours. The extreme of that particular exercise is usually where people sob and cry and break downs. When you're, because it's not easy to cry on stage or to cry while performance. So we usually that's the extreme. So we make them try and do that. Okay, think of something tragic that has happened to you. So they go through that exercise, they go over that, and then they're able to deliver. But a more lower level, a step, just maybe number one step or number two step of that exercise is recalling things from your normal day-to-day life when you're performing. Well, if I have to play a mother somewhere, I have to think how I would think for my own child. If I am playing a wife somewhere, I have to think that, okay, this man, how would I be if my husband was in this situation? What would be my expression then? How would I be expressing to my own husband?
True.
So it's So emotional memory, playing your characters, recalling relationships from your own life, and then being able to copy paste.